Lesson number 14, a lesson for all. A city street early in the morning. The street is littered with plastic bags, cartons, tins, cans, broken glass, old tires, waste paper balls, bags, and the other garbage. Enter Mr. Desai. Mr. Desai: why hasn't the newspaper been delivered on time today? It's 9 o'clock. Let me ask the Patels if they have received their copy. Mrs. Patel: no, Mr. Desai, the newspaper boy hasn't delivered the papers as yet, nor has our milkman turned up. Mr. Desai: very strange. And look, the state the street is in is simply shocking. Mrs. Patel: my word, what's this? Where did all this litter and the garbage come from? Mr. Desai: I returned rather late from the office last night and the street was bare then. How did all this rubbish gather here overnight? Suddenly, Madhu falls and injures her foot, gives out a cry of pain. Mrs. Joshi: oh dear, Madhu, are you all right? Oh no, her foot is bleeding so much. Somebody help, please. Mrs. Patel: Nidhi, run and fetch Dr. Mrs. Sawant. Request her to come quickly. Your sister has cut herself on a broken glass bottle. Mrs. Joshi, almost in tears: my poor child, how did all this broken glass happen to be here? Dr. Sawant enters with Nidhi. She has a doctor's kit. Dr. Sawant: let me see the wound. It's a deep cut. I will dress the wound and she will be fine. Mrs. Joshi: thank you, doctor. So kind of you to come at once. But I'm going to complain to the mayor. Have you seen the rubbish and the litter on the road? Dr. Sawant: oh, it's a mystery. All this garbage was not there yesterday. And now, just look. Enter newspaper boy, milkman, hawker, etc. Mrs. Patel: the mayor must not have seen. Look, the newspaper boy. He's limping. And the milkman at last. To the milkman: why, where's your bicycle? And why are you so late? Milkman: the tires were punctured. I had to come walking all the way with this heavy milk can. Mr. Desai: I see. Something must be done. Bus driver enters carefully, avoiding the litter. Bus driver: Mrs. Joshi, I'm sorry. I can't drive the school bus today. On every road and street, there is nothing but litter. It looks like an obstacle race course. Mrs. Joshi: I know. I'm going to send for the mayor at once. He must see this. Our children are not safe with all these dangerous broken objects around. Enters again with the mayor and his retinue. Mayor, annoyed: unbelievable, shocking. How do you expect people to walk through all this rubbish? Why don't you all dispose of the garbage properly? Mrs. Patel: but we do, Mr. Mayor. We give our garbage to the garbage collector. Mr. Desai: or we take it to the dumping ground near the river side away from here. The rains then wash it away. Mayor: then how did it come back into the town overnight? We will not tolerate this. I must look into this. I will not spare anyone. Who has done this? Who is responsible for this mess? Enter animals who have been hiding: deer, rabbit, bird, squirrel, bear, etc. Each one comes out from its cover, turn by turn, saying: animals, we are responsible. We have brought in all the litter. We have spread the garbage all over the town. Mayor: what? You? How dare you? Mrs. Joshi: what right do you have to spoil our town and make it unsafe to move around? Bear comes forward: we have only brought back to you what belongs to you. Tell me, what right do you have to dump all this in the forest? The forest is our dwelling place. Birds: Our trees are dying and vanishing because of you. Where can we roost or build nests? Squirrel. And where can we live? Rabbit. You are worried about Madhu being injured because of sharp broken glass. Don't our young ones get injured too? Deer. Yes, and we have no doctor to dress their wounds. Our young ones simply die. Tortoise. All the fish in the rivers and lakes die because of the waste dumped in water. How we suffer because of the chemicals and poisons. Peacock. So we called a meeting and decided to return all your dangerous stuff back to you. We don't need it. Bear. Anyway, we were not as cruel as you are. We have only returned the garbage. We have not poured chemicals and poisons onto your settlements. Mayor. I see. You animals and birds do have a point. You are right. Mr. Desai. You have opened our eyes. We should not dump rubbish in the forest or rivers or lakes. Mayor. If you all agree to sort out the litter, I will arrange for it to be collected separately. Then some of it can go for processing and some for recycling. Let us save our Mother Earth from further harm. To the animals, thank you, dear animals, for teaching us a lesson so effectively. We assure you we will not pollute or spoil your homes. I shall even warn those who go there for picnics. Some animals. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Mayor. Self-help is the best help. Let's clear this up. All, including the mayor, start picking up the litter.